Jayne Ozanne.
And Oxford 380. I would like to get married one day. It's been a long journey. 20 years of conversion therapy do leave their mark. And like many survivors, I can still find intimacy challenging. But I yearn to love and be loved. And there's a wonderful woman I long to ask, a dear friend who I fear is blissfully unaware. However, if she is watching, I'm free on Tuesday, Valentine's Day. And if I do finally find the courage to ask her, and if she does say yes, then it would be inconceivable for me not to marry in church, to make our vows before God, each other, and who knows, maybe even some of you. Hopes and dreams, we all have them, which is why I've tabled this amendment. Synod, we know we are divided. We have always been divided, and we always will be divided. We also know that there is a significantly larger group of Anglicans in England, 46% according to YouGov, who want to be able to celebrate same-sex marriages in their churches than those who don't, 36%. But both groups exist. And the fundamental question is whether we will recognise both these groups and make room for one another, respecting the Anglican moral tradition of conscience. It seems to me deeply inconsistent that whilst the Archbishop of Canterbury has recognised at Lambeth that there is a plurality of views on sexuality, held with deep theological integrity across the communion, the Church of England does not. So why is this? I believe it's because we've not settled the crucial question as to whether people like me, who by our nature and birth are, just like the Gentiles were in Acts, different, can have sex. Are our sexual relationships sinful, or do we, like Peter, accept God's command not to call anything impure that God has made clean? Refusing to answer this has led to an unholy fudge, one where LGBT people are left again to carry the load. We must settle how we accommodate our differences, and that's why I'm asking for proposals to be brought in July so that we can decide as a synod on a process bringing forward equal marriage. Because for many of us here, and those in the churches we represent, we believe gay marriage is something to be celebrated. We must decide whether the Church of England will extend its tent to embrace this view, or whether this synod will continue to hold us to ransom and condemn us as unchristian. To those who've told me they need more time, I would say, who pays the price for your delay? We've had years looking at this, and we deserve an answer. Goodness, even if we do agree to equal marriage in the summer, it will take at least another 5 years for equal marriage to become a reality. So sadly, probably not in time for me to be married in church. However, I will hold tight to the hope that it might, for with God, all things are possible, including the fact that the woman I love might just, I hope, say yes.